Okay, here's part 2 of our paper weaving and textile unit. So we have already created our paper weaving, and I'm going to be showing you how to plan your textile design and then how to put it on your paper weaving. So I created a worksheet so that you could plan ahead of time, and it has 9 boxes, and then there's 4 sets of boxes for you to do. The reason I set it up this way is because on our textiles, our paper weavings, the way we did it, you should have 9 spaces that go across. So you could plan for 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. Hopefully that makes sense. I'll show you guys on my paper. So I'm not gonna do a plan for the full thing because I'm gonna be making a pattern. I'll be repeating. So I wanna have my planning document, I'm gonna have it facing this way so that it's as if I was designing my textile, if I were looking at it like this. Or if you could do it this way, it would be like you're looking at your textile like this. So whatever way works for you, have it face that direction. All right, so this is a planning assignment. It does not need to be super neat. I'm going to use colored pencils. We looked at different textiles from different countries, and you can take inspiration from those or just create your own fun textile. It's really up to you on how you want to do this. So I'm just gonna lightly shade in the colors that I have in my background. So you're gonna wanna have your paper weaving nearby. So I have black, blue. So I'm kind of just giving myself, see how lightly I'm just coloring this in? I'm gonna get out my blue and fill in the blues. Okay, and then my next row is gonna be purple, black. So now I do need that violet. Okay, so I have my background colors filled in. I got 2 more rows. If you wanna use those, you can. If you don't and you just wanna plan 2 rows, that is fine with me. But you're gonna be repeating your pattern. So I'm just gonna start with this, and I'm going to come up with what I want to draw on top of these spaces. If I wanna put stuff on top of every space I can. Maybe I just want to draw on top of my black spaces. It's really up to you how you wanna do this. Okay, so I'm gonna explain my pattern really quickly, and then I'll be transferring it onto my paper weaving. So in my first row on the black spaces, I'm gonna be drawing this design using green oil pastel. And then in my second row, these lines that I added that are going diagonally, I'm actually gonna use a white oil pastel, but it wouldn't show up with white colored pencil on this paper, so I just used a regular pencil. So if I needed more practice, I have 2 more rows. I could just start repeating the green pattern on this row and then the white pattern on this row. But I think I'm ready to go. I'm gonna keep this nearby, but I am going to switch over to oil pastel and start transferring my design. A lot of the oil pastels need paper torn off, so if there's no pastel sticking out, you gotta tear the paper down a little bit. And a good thing to keep in mind is how intricate your design is, because remember our pastels are, you know, this wide. So you can only get so detailed, and these are really small spaces. So that's as detailed as I could get with my design. It's not gonna look perfect, and that's okay. So don't make your designs too intricate. Remember that we're using kind of wide oil pastels. All right, my first 2 rows are done, so then I start repeating my green pattern in my next row. Okay, I am done. I'm really happy with how this turned out, and that's it. That is my finished textile design. Of course, if you're looking at it and you think it needs something more, you can either add it right on here. You can come back to your planning document and play around with that a little bit more if you wanted to add more design, but I love this. So So have fun creating your paper weaving and your textiles.